when you're a compassionate, merciful person, it's easier to forgive. I've had a few times in my life where I thought it was impossible to give, and for me, I had to put in action with that forgiveness. When my kid's father and I divorced, it was very hard to forgive him, and so I actually did things against what I felt to actually bring myself. It was a choice I had to make every day for a long time until I eventually forgave him. But I also did things action-wise to help me forgive.
You know, forgiveness is a tricky one. You know, I heard a quote one time that said, true forgiveness is accepting the apology you're never going to get. What a profound
really
statement.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, it's easy for me to forgive when it's easy.
Right.
You know, and I think, and I'll believe, and I think a lot of us fall into this, that forgiveness is for the other person. You know, and to some degree it is. But forgiveness really is for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it comes down to a question: how free do you want to be?
That's good.
You know, and when I'm carrying anger and resentment and bitterness and frustration and self-righteousness and indignation towards somebody else or some other situation, I'm a slave to it. Especially if it's another person, they may not even be aware that I feel that way.
Well, they say unforgiveness is like drinking deadly poison and hoping the other person dies.
Exactly right.
And that's really what it is, because it destroys you. Unforgiveness turns into bitterness. Bitterness turns into anger. Anger turns into hatred. And it just eats you alive. I mean, people can get so sick from that they actually die. I mean, that's how strong, that's how strong the unwillingness to not forgive can be.
Well, you know, there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about it in a couple different places. You know, one talks about, you know, I, the Lord, will forgive whom I forgive. For you it is given to forgive all people. Doesn't just say the good people or some people you think are deserving of it. And what does he say in another scripture? You know, pray for those, your enemies.
Yeah, who persecute you.
Do good for those who spitefully use you. So not just not let them off the hook and maybe just forget about them or, you know, give them a pass. He says, no, go out and do good for them.
Yeah.
Those that have spitefully used you. Yeah. And let me tell you something, that's a tall order. But it goes back to how free do I want to be?
How free do you want to be?
How free do you want to be? Forgiveness is for us, not for the other person.